Hell yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Cuts by Reggie back with another video, and today we have a drop ball fade, a low ball fade, right? If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the videos. So first we're gonna start, of course, with stretching out the hair, combing everything. You wanna lay everything down, make sure everything is smooth and neat before you actually start cutting into the hair. And in this video, I will be using my Instincts, cutting the top down to a 1. The Instincts, if anybody is questioning, yes, they have been my go-to clippers lately. The Rebels are still on my station, but it has been hard to put these Instincts down. That's why if y'all watch a couple of the videos I've been posting lately on Instagram or on YouTube, it's definitely been with the Instinct. But you want to make sure that you so we're cutting the top down to a 1, making sure that we're getting everything clean, smooth. Who's that? 360 Jeezy say how you start is how you finish. So we want to start with a very neat canvas and hopefully give the client exactly what they're looking for. So as you can see, we starting with the no guard close, like I always do with my ball fades. But this time we are going, as you can see, I'm already angling down. And then I'm gonna go into the back and kind of connect it behind the ear. Because he does like the ball fade, but when I say he want his bald part low, he want it down low. So that's what we doing here. Just making sure that we following that all the way around to the back. And we just dropping it down, making sure everything is clean, lines are nice. And you know, that helps you once you actually start fading. And from there with this fade, so when I do a drop fade, so usually when I do a regular fade, I might do it all the way closed, then I open it halfway, and then I go all the way open. But with this, when I do a drop fade, I just I like to use the click lever and do 1 click at a time, just moving up ever so slightly. It's not really a certain amount. It's not like a ½ inch or anything. I'm just going to the next click lever, pushing up that fade just a little bit at a time. Making sure you keeping everything brushed down, faded, not faded, but make sure everything, making sure you keeping everything brushed down, comb, keeping everything smooth. If you have not used these Instincts, I would say get you a pair of Instincts. I know I had the comparison video with the Rebels and the Instincts, and I did say get the Instincts, but I kind of was like back and forth. But I'm telling you, these are, I had to get used to the size of them. But once you get used to the size of them, they are beautiful, very powerful. I like them. Here we are with the 0.5 guard, the half guard, and we're doing the same steps as always. Starting with all the way closed, then we taking that click lever, each click one at a time, just moving that fade up. And of course, if you're looking to buy anything from Stylecraft, if you're looking to get these Instincts, you can definitely use my discount code Cuts by Reggie. I'll leave it somewhere on the screen or in the description. Make sure that you don't forget to use the discount code Cuts by Reggie. And here we are with the 1 guard, same steps, nothing changed. I know I've said it in videos before, but I really like to stress that once you get your routine going, you like to stick with it. Always, if you see something and you want to try it, I say give it a go. And if it works, and if it's nice for you to add into your routine, then add it in. But once you got you a technique down, and that's giving you your speed and giving you the cuts that you're looking for, I say stick with it. Here we are, 1.5, doing the same thing. And I had somebody ask me why I cut, or why I do one side at a time. I don't know if I ever explained why I do that. At first, I didn't really think about why I do it like that. But when I first started cutting hair, I used to watch haircut DVDs, right? And on the DVDs, it would show one side of the head, and they was doing it to show that they was just focusing on the one side just to show the techniques of what you're doing. But I think me seeing it, I got used to seeing it like it. So I do one half of the head, I go to the other half, and then I'll put like a lining spray on the front, and while that's drying, I'll clean up the back of the head and do my finishing techniques and cleaning stuff up. I like why I do it like that. I don't know, but it works for me. Like, even I've tried to go into just cutting around the head and turning the chair back and forth. I don't know, for some reason it just don't work for me. So I like to stick with this. Again, same routine. You find a technique that works for you, stick with it. And here we are, and as you can see, that ball part was very low, so my island was very small. So I just take my low pros and clean that up, and then I'll fade into the tips of the beard. We don't do any beard work or anything to his face, so I just fade out the tips and then move on to the next step.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
Here we are on the other side of the head, same steps, starting with no guard, dropping that ball line right behind the ear, and then just working our way on up. And here we are, just fading in the tips of the beard on this side, or the sideburns. And I just want to show the front lining. Usually I'll take so let's say like on this, I did it with the one guard all the way closed. So I'll take I usually will take a guard halfway down and then go across the front of the line, or use a razor comb to kind of get the wild hairs up front. But I did not do that with this one. My razor comb is somewhere lost. but you do want to make sure that you got all the hair laid down in the front before you actually start giving it a line. You will see me add the lining spray to it. I use on this one, I think I used the razor edge lining spray, which is one of my favorites. It's just not always in stock, but I like this razor edge spray because it's not too sticky. Some of them will be too sticky, and that's what clogs up your clippers and your trimmers. And as you can see, I don't spray it on the head. I see some people spray it on the head, which is fine if that works. But for me, I feel like I'm using too much, and then I'm just spraying the client a little too much at the time. So I just like to put it on the neck strip and wipe it on the client's head. And here we are on the back of the head doing the same steps, but I did want to show, since that fade was a low drop fade, I'm going into the back and starting that bald out way down at the bottom, giving it like a somewhat of a U shape in the back of the head to give it that curve to go into the drop fade connection to each side. But again, same steps, no guard, all the way closed, working your way up to the half guard, the 1 guard, the 1.5.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
So now we're gonna turn them around to the front, and as you can see, I'm gonna turn them around a little bit more, but as you can see in the middle of his lining that it's receding a little bit. So this goes into client consultation and knowing your clients. And I'm pretty sure when some people cuts online that say it's a pushback, sometimes it's not necessarily a pushback. Sometimes it's just knowing your client, knowing what they want, and knowing the lining. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the darkest spot that not going too far back, but I'm gonna find a dark spot and just work my way from the middle going into the right side of the head, then working on that vertical bar and then the curve. And then once I turn them to the other side, we're just gonna connect that from the middle, working our way over to the other side of the head. And instead of me leaving leaving that bald or receding part in the middle or adding enhancements, because not every client like enhancements, and you gotta find what works for you and find what works for your client. And I've actually been cutting this guy maybe 3, maybe 4 years, so it's pretty much the same cut every single time. So yeah, it's just client consultation. As you can see, we're gonna go to the other side and we're gonna work our way to the other side of the head, hit it with the vertical bar, and then we're gonna finish that cut up. That line crispy though. That line is crispy though. And make sure, if y'all not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Cuts by Reggie. I'm Cuts by Reggie across all platforms if I have that platform. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I have a Twitter. I haven't been on it in a while, but if you want to follow me just in case I pop back on there, it's Cuts by Reggie. Wherever you can find it, it's Cuts by Reggie.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
And that's pretty much the cut. I will, go back over certain spots, kind of clean up some spots that I feel like I missed. Side note, this is a reason why I do like to record haircuts. I know everybody online want to believe they are the best barber and they're always perfect, but I like to watch back my haircuts or look at them on Instagram because it let me see spots that maybe I couldn't see at that time for whatever reason. But I think this cut came out pretty good. A drop ball fade, crispy lineup. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the videos if you dislike the videos, and we will be back with another video, another tutorial, look at that close-up. I was trying to work with the camera because once I cleaned out some of them dark spots, I wanted to get a closer look at that fade. You know what I mean? So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike.